They legitimately have been leaf blowing for almost an hour and a half now. Ain't that many leaves out there, like, come on, man. What's good, everybody? It is your boy Vanglorious. Welcome back to another video. Big shout out to everyone who liked, comments, and subscribed. You know I love that, and if you can continue to do that, that would be great. That would make my life very good, or keep it good. Anyway, so today I kind of wanted to do a hot take on something, and my hot take right now is it's the perfect time to get into botting. So if you know what botting is, I'm sure you're going to be interested as to why I'm going to say that. And if you're unfamiliar with it, we're going to segue into an intro to botting. So stay tuned. So botting is the process of just using a bot to get a product. So typically think of it as something that just adds to your cart and checks you out. So it's an all-in-one system most of the time. So you can bot sites like foot sites. Some bots do Best Buy, Target, etc. And you have Shopify sites, which are usually like boutiques or some streetwear brands, some other brands. Usually they'll sell it under Shopify's domain. So you could use this bot and you could potentially get a limitless amount of the product depending on how good you are and how much of the product is around. Now, if you know anything about what's going on today, is that sneakers sell out fast, these consoles keep selling out fast. And why? Because there's a good amount of people that are botting them. And a good amount of people, I mean a lot. And it's kind of to the point now where if you're manually trying to buy something that keeps selling out repeatedly, and we'll just use this for instance, I mean, things were super selling out last year and it's continuing now. And now it's moved on to collectibles, graphics cards, I think sports cards as well, like football, baseball, hockey, things of that nature, and even some non-tangible items. You could just bot them now. So botting is what looks like to be your ticket to the bank, right? It seems that you'll become rich and all you gotta do is learn how to use a bot, and then that's it. You just kick your feet back and then you're done, you know, let the money come in. But I'm here to tell you, that's not how it works. Botting is still a probability-based thing. You're not 100% guaranteed to get anything. So you could run on a particular drop and still not get anything. It's very possible. There's too many variables as to what are your chances of getting that W or getting that L. So to put it in perspective, we're just gonna do some pros and cons, and then it'll kind of give you a good idea if, you know, this is good for you. But I'm still running under the hot take that it's a good time. So we're gonna start with the pros. So pro number one, the money potential. So it's obviously popular for a reason. Even if it's in the decline right now, it's still very popular. Think about it. And I'll use Travis Scott as an instance. Whenever he collaborates with Jordan Brand or Nike, sneakers sell out fast. And especially his shoes sell out pretty fast. I've talked about it in my Travis Scott video of the mocha colored ones. There's 1,000% premium on them. So basically you're paying almost $2,000 in the resale market, but the shoe only goes for like $170. So think about it. You could pocket a lot of cash if you're able to get your hands on one pair. So it's not like you need, you know, tens and hundreds of pairs of shoes to get up to that resale potential. It's just one pair. So if you are good enough at the trade of botting, there you go. You've made mad money. If you can repeat the process, you're gonna watch your money pile up. So that's the first con. There's a ton of money. Number two, you don't have to go anywhere to do this. All you need is a good computer. And a good computer, I mean a computer that can handle all your tasks that you're gonna run on your bot. So most people that are successful are running thousands of tasks, and they're able to get a whole bunch of product, whether it's your regular Jordan releases, or maybe they may get lucky and be able to bot like 5 or 6 pairs of a really hype shoe. Either way, you need a good setup to do that, because if you're running on a basic antiquated setup, it's not going to work. You're probably going to fry your system and you're going to be pissed off because now you're going to have to spend more money. Which leads me to my cons. So the biggest con is that this is not a game or industry or trade for somebody who is not versed with money. I'm not saying you need to be a millionaire to start botting. I'm not saying that you need racks of money. You can get yourself a decent bot, learn the trade, and then eventually get good to the point where you start making money. But I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you guys. Typically, good bots go for over $1,000. Great bots are about $5,000. The best bot right now, I think, is Dragon. I think it's in the 5 figures right now. So that's to put it into perspective for you guys. And the thing about the market right now is that you're seeing a lot of bots that had great success fall to the $1,000 price. So I'm going to go off on another tangent in a minute about that. But it's expensive. You have to pay for proxies, software that helps with captures or G-test, bot protection stuff. What else do you need? You need good internet. So if you already don't have good internet, you need to upgrade that. So your upfront cost is going to be very expensive. You're gonna have to put at least $5,000 to kind of start and successfully grow. Otherwise, it's going to be taxing, and you're going to be like, wow, like I have to pay for this, I have to pay for that. It's a lot of stuff. It gets expensive. There's no way around it. And you're always going to need proxies. You're always going to have to pay for Autosolve for your captures. Those are reoccurring costs. So it's not like you pay for the bot once, because there's renewal fees for bots usually. And sometimes they're, twice a year, and sometimes they're annual. So it's pricey. That's number one. So number two, you have to be the type of person where you're patient and you also have time. If you have neither of those or both, forget it. It's not going to work, because you're going to need time to learn how to use a bot. And the best way to learn how to use a bot is to run them during drops. If you're not available to do that, you're not really going to get good at it, because no matter how many videos you're going to watch, there's still so many variables that you have to take into account before you even start your task to run for the drop. So if you're already ill-prepared, and this is a very specific point, because when I was starting, nobody really told me this, but you're gonna need, if you're botting, you're gonna need great Gmail accounts. Like, if your Gmail accounts are not in good standings for your capture scores, so like 0.9 and above, forget it. Like, you're gonna have a tough time just botting in general, because your Autosolve stuff works best when your Gmails are trusted. So with the score of 0.9. If it's not that, you need something that's going to be able to farm that score to get higher, which also leads to the expensive part, because to get Autosolve stuff and farm all those Gmails to get them to a good score, it takes time. Like, you kind of have to be there and monitor, test proxies. You're going to have to test proxies. You're constantly paying attention to the things that you have to change the most, and that's the hardest part of it. So if you don't have patience for those things, or you're a very low tolerance person when it comes to time, it's just not going to be for you. You're probably going to throw your laptop or your computer out the window as soon as you don't get anything after you ran for like an hour for a drop. So you got to be in it, like, for the long haul. It's a long game type of situation. So that's 2 for 2 right there. So there's 2 pros and there's 2 cons. Based upon that, if you are the type of person that is, willing to put in the time, and you've got some cash and you kind of want to build something, then yeah, it's probably for you, because the holidays are right around the corner, and this is going to work tremendously for go-getters. The supply is limited, but the demand is through the roof. I mean, people want sneakers, people want PS5s, Xboxes, graphics cards. The demand is super high. So, when the holidays come around, you want to be prepared. You want to know what you need to know and start running, and you're going to see it's going to be a good stretch of opportunity to make some cash. And even for your everyday things, like your everyday Jordans, like not your special ones, but the releases people look forward to, on the calendars. Those people who don't hit their sneaker raffles, and they're like, oh man, now I have to pay resale. Not everybody is going to go online and buy it. Sometimes a lot of people are looking locally, because they don't want to have to deal with waiting to get a shoe that they have to pay extra for. So what are they going to do? they're gonna locally look for a shoe to buy, and you could be that dude or girl that sells that pair of shoe for a resale price, and you collect your money right then and there. So think about it. The potential is very high. You can definitely get the job done. You just gotta put in that time, and you gotta run during the drops so you get good at it. But yeah, that's about it. That's my hot take. Get into botting now, because it's not gonna go away. Things are gonna continue to sell out, and things are gonna be increasingly harder and harder, because as more people don't get things, as they manually try and get them, eventually they're gonna get to that step of botting. Because I was that person. I was manually trying to get stuff. It was working, it stopped working. Then I was like, I may as well just bot, and I may as well make some money on the side. So that's all I got for you today. Let me know if you did like this video. I try not to keep it too lengthy, try not to get too in depth, because there's a lot of information with botting. So if you guys are interested in something somewhere down the line, or you want to see me do like a live cop of me botting like in real time, maybe not a live, but I could record the session when I do it, let me know. Put it down in the box below. But that's all I got for today. Hopefully you liked the video. Just stay safe, take care, and peace.